Hey friends, it's Josie and welcome back to Two Sisters Homestead. So today I thought to do a video about 6 months of living in our mobile home. We have the Tyra. I will go ahead and place a little card up below of whenever we first moved in and things like that. But I just thought I would give y'all an update on this mobile home and let y'all know how it's doing after 6 months. You know, there's a lot of controversy and stuff like that about mobile homes and how they do and things like that. I know they're getting more and more like a regular built home. However, it is still a mobile home, fast production home, and there's always going to be problems. So that's what we have learned with being here for 6 months. So if you are new here, I have a video up of all the problems that we had with this manufacturer of this home. It was Buccaneer Homes, and we had to have them come multiple times to fix different things after we moved in, and it took months for them to even be able to do that. Well, they did all the repairs that they needed to do, including like the cracks after it settled, like after they put it on the concrete things. They come afterwards and stuff and then fix your cracks. Well, my cracks just kept coming back and coming back and coming back, so we had to keep on calling them back and saying, hey, these cracks are just continuing to come back. So they did and fixed it. And they had like somebody higher up or whatever fix it and do what they needed to do to get it all taken care of for us, because we were done and we were upset. Because we spent $200,000 on this home. We expect it to be in perfect condition whenever it is to us, you know, and then what we do afterwards is different, but still. So we are having problems, as you can probably tell. The cracks have came back, and I will show you those. We have them all over the house, and it just seems like they're really just getting worse as time goes, which, you know, that can happen with the settling of the home. However, it's getting to the point where, like, I don't think it is, because it's in every single spot that it was before. I just don't think they covered it good enough, or maybe the actual sheetrock itself is cracked. I'm not, or like, I don't know. I don't know anything about this. I just know that I have cracks all over my walls. So I'm gonna start showing you these cracks so that you can see what I'm talking about. And this one is really bad. So this one right here, you can see. And this one is from whenever they joined the two pieces together, and it's really bad. Like, you can feel it. I don't know if you can see, but you can feel it, and it's just not good. And then there's a crack going all the way down here, all the way to here, which, you know, isn't my cup of tea. And then we come over here to the kitchen, and up here is a crack as well, if you can see that. So we have multiple cracks all throughout the house. I'm not going to show you every single one of them, but we have them like that all over the place. And then in some of these areas, like right here, I don't know if you can see that, but that's from whenever they came and fixed it. In certain areas, they had to change out the sheetrock, and they put these little nail or screw things in there, and they're coming out. You can see those. So that's, you know, different. Along with just the paint is crappy paint. They just put like one coat on, I think, and it might be just like flat paint. So any mark on the, anytime you touch the wall, no matter what, it's always going to leave a mark. And it's very hard to get off because it's just flat paint. Like, it's hard to, you know, wipe off and things like that. So that is another thing that we've been having issues with. Another thing that we have just recently noticed is our sink. So not the sink, but like the countertops by the sink. So the water is just seeping, and I think it's just going straight into this countertop on both sides of the sink. So let me show you. So as you can see, that's starting to separate right there. And it is right here as well. So that's a problem that we don't care for at all. We do not like that. I'm trying to see what else. So I'm not going to show you because it's really cold outside, but the siding on the outside, a couple of pieces have fallen off, and it's so high because on one side of our house it's so much higher that it's hard to get to, and we don't know how we're going to even be able to put that piece of siding back because it's just so high up, and it's just, we don't know how we're going to get to it without having a huge ladder. Another thing is on this flooring. So if you remember, whenever they shipped the house to where we had to get it, the whole backsplash just came falling down, and it made nicks in the floor. Well, now there's a nail in the floor coming up. So this is going to have to eventually be replaced. So I don't know if you can see it right there, but those are nails that are just popping up, and you have to be careful because your socket will do that, and we're scared to pound it down because we're afraid it's going to make it worse, because that's not what we want. Also, the drawers, like, they keep on coming off track, and then you have to lift it up and put it back in place. And then some of the cabinets are soft closed, like this one is soft closed, but this one is not. And I don't know why. That just recently happened, and I have no clue why or how that happened. Also, this island, excuse my mess, but this island is very beautiful. However, it has like no sturdiness at all. So like I can push down just a little bit on it and it starts moving and flexing and stuff like that, which is, you know, we don't care for that. And then now we're gonna go down this hall, and we have been having trouble with like these little pieces right here on the, so like this part, but on the other side, they just keep on falling off and not wanting to stay in place or anything like that. So that's been, you know, irritating because, you know, we have to keep on trying to put those back up and stuff like that. And mind you, we have only been here for 6 months, and, you know, we're just having those kind of issues. Also, they use, I guess, like some cheap caulk in the bathtub. So in the bathtub, it's like you can already tell the discoloration in like the caulk around the drain, which isn't good. It's already just nasty, and no matter how much bleach or whatever you put on it, it's still going to be like that. I don't know why, but it is. Let me think about what else we have. Oh, where they fixed the areas, like where all the wood and stuff like that was, I mean all the walls, they had to get replaced for the drywall cracks. Where they repainted it, they just repainted in that area, and their paint job is crap. Like, I don't know if you can see it right here. I don't know if you can or not, but you can see their marks from where they just touched it up right there, which is irritating as well. And then our fireplace right here, like, it's not very, like, it's coming out from right here. So there's a big gap, and we don't know why, but there isn't up here. So that kind of gets worried some with kids. It's kind of irritating. And then our baseboards, like, they're not all the way to the ground, which is kind of weird. So there's cracks up underneath the baseboards all over. So things end up getting stuck. Let's see if I can show you. I don't know if you can see that right there, but that's one thing that I'm talking about, and that gets irritating as well. But I believe other than those issues, everything else has been pretty okay. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I believe everything else is okay, just besides those issues, and it gets kind of irritating because we spent so much and they couldn't even do everything correctly. But I guess that's just what you get. I don't know. So, but we still really do love this home. We know that we're going to have to get the whole house painted, get those cracks redone, and probably end up having to replace the countertops with a better quality countertop. That is an add-on that you can get whenever you purchase your home. However, as you might know, quartz, granite, and all of that stuff is very expensive, and only some manufacturers will put that in for you. And if they don't put it in for you, then you have to come later and do it yourself, which those are expensive. So that will probably be on the list eventually, but for now, we're just going to keep this one how it is and then go from there. Of course, that piece of flooring is going to have to be replaced too, because, you know, we have children and we don't want them hurting their feet on that either. But yeah, so that's just a little bit of update, a 6-month update of our house and how it's treating us and it's doing. There's also pieces like in the crown molding, I forgot, that they didn't caulk, so you can just see a whole big, like a crack. I don't know if y'all can see that or not, but there's that crack, and you know, that's just not very appeasing to the eye, which you would think they would have caulked it all, but they didn't. Only on some of them they did, which that's weird too, but I don't know. But that is a little update, you guys. I hope you like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I'll pop up some more videos over here so you can take a look at for other things that I have going on my channel. But I will see you next time, you guys.